Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The final two-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Jones. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Meanwhile, Jones thrown into the hands of Pittman here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Off the bootleg. Jones. That's to the running back, Ramondre Stevenson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. So the long guy gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And it's fielded at the 34. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and 8. And Howe will throw it. He hits Adams complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here comes Cohen. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Howe. That's complete into the hands of Myers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it? They'll
go play action. Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
From the 44, Jones. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. They'll get this down to the 38. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Powell. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ballgame, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. He's to the 15. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. so not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing here, Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Touchdown, Raiders. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point, and the game's up and good. That makes it a 14-10 ball game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now down to throw it. That's caught by Myers. He's still on his feet. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 69 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They run once more with Stevenson. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. On the return is Cohen. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Third and 4. Now he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down, and finish this one off.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Jones has it. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Stevenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 132 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end. And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. An extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Open man is Myers. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Caught on the right side by Adams. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we could hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Raiders, they improved their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
2-2 what? Oh, 2-2 what? Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what? 2-2.